Hey, what's up guys, Lunky here. Welcome to my no BS best marksman hunter guide for the patch 10.2.7 season 4 week 1 in Dragonflight. In this guide we're going to talk about what are the best stats for your marksman hunter. We're going to talk about what are the best in slot items so you guys can actually know what to buy and not to buy. We're going to discuss where to get them, and then we're going to jump straight into the talents. I'm going to explain you guys the talents, the PvP talents, and then finally I will show you guys the full burst rotation that is going to allow you guys to deal the most damage possible with marksman hunter. Okay, first up, let me show you guys the stat of this person right here. That person is the highest ranked player in solo shuffle in the whole world right now. Okay, the reason why I'm not showing you my stats is because I got 12 tunes to cap and I cannot keep up with like getting the best items possible for every character. So it's going to be much faster if I just show you guys the best players' stats. So what about the best stats? It's pretty easy. Right now, for pretty much every character in World of Warcraft, in PvP, you need 30% versatility. Okay, you don't want more than that, you don't want less than that. Okay, the reason why, diminishing returns. The more points you put into a stat past 30%, the less gains that you actually get for reals. So get 30% versatility and you're good to go. Next best stat that you absolutely need is mastery. You want mastery as much as possible right now. Okay, it is pretty hard because the tier set does not give us that much mastery, but you want as much mastery as possible when it is possible. The next best stat that you want is haste. Believe it or not, with this tier set, we're getting the same tier set from season 3, and haste isn't bad for this tier set. Okay, so the rest of the points, if you cannot put into mastery, you put it into haste. And then the stat that you want to avoid at all costs is critical strike. Yes, critical strike, we don't want it, but yeah, so the tier set gives us a bunch of critical strike. With that being said, we're going to talk about the best items possible and where you can get them. The first best in slot item that you absolutely need is Stormwing Harrier's Skull Mask. But how do you get them? It's pretty simple. You just come into the PvP area in Valdrakken. You talk to Calderax. You buy a Draconic Gladiator's Chain Helm. Okay, it can be any one of these two, it doesn't matter. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys where to actually switch it into a tier set piece right now. Once you bought your helm and you want to switch it into a tier set piece, all you gotta do is come over here and tier hold. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys exactly on the map. Tier hold right here, okay, where my marker is, this little place right here that you need to enter, and then whoa, there's a fight happening right here. And then you come to this altar right here, and then what you want to do, you want to put the helmet that you just bought into this revival catalyst and then upgrade it. Press on transform. It's going to ask you if you really want to do it. You just press yes and then you upgrade it, and then bam, you got that piece. Pretty easy. Now that you know how to get the best in slot helmet, we're going to talk about, now that you know how to get the best helmet possible, we're going to talk about the rest of the gear, the best gear possible. You want a necklace with mastery, versatility mastery, and then you want to put mastery and haste gems on top of it. Okay, and then you got these shoulders, which are actually a tier set piece. But you're asking me right now, how do you get those? Pretty simple, I got you covered. All right, so once you actually reach 1600 in rating and rated battlegrounds, arenas, solo shuffle, now you will receive a mark of mastery. It is automatic. You will just receive it in your inventory. And then what you do with that is you come into Valdrakken. There's an area right here. You see my marker. And then you come inside the house that is right here. You need to talk to Arastrozas. Then you can buy those shoulders. But just keep in mind, this is very important. I feel bad for people who skip that. You don't want to buy pieces from this column right here, because those pieces are actually PvE pieces, player versus environment. So you're wasting your Mark of Mastery if you actually buy those. So you want to make sure you buy a piece from this column right here, especially the Stormwing Harrier's Pinions. Please leave a thumbs up if you feel like it was well explained. If it wasn't, just let me know down in the comments section. Alright, we're gonna move on. For the cape, you want mastery, versatility. You want an enchant that increases your speed. I don't know why this dude does not have it, but that's what you need. On the chest piece, you need versatility mastery with the enchant accelerated agility. Okay. And on the wrists, you need mastery once again with a speed enchant. I don't know why he does not have it. It may be a bug, I don't know. For the gloves, you want mastery. Once again, it's always mastery if possible. For the waist piece, you actually would want mastery, but right now we don't have that many options, especially in season 1. And that dude actually bought the World PvP Quest waist. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys how to get it. It's pretty simple. Once again, I got you covered.
Be welcome.
So you need to come into the PvP area in Valdrakken right here. Okay, you talk to Sogma, right? She gives you a PvP quest that is repeatable every week. So every week you can do it once, and then what happens if you complete it? You get 8 marks, 8 trophy of strives, which you can exchange to the piece of your choice. And bro actually went with the Draconic Warmonger's Cinch. That's what he bought. Basically, that's a free epic piece right there. For your leg piece, nothing right now is available apart from this haste piece. So we don't have the choice. We need to pick up that piece of gear right here from the honor vendor again. And then you've got Venom Steeped Stompers. Okay, so that piece right there, you need to craft it. It's pretty simple. All you need to do is come into Valdrakken area. There's the work orders that are right here. You just like talk to that goblin, Venom, and then you got those right here. All you need is, again, a Spark of Awakening. You need some ingredients, and you need a Draconic Trophy of Conquest, which is super easy to get. All you need to do is run some daily PvP activities, and then you will get Draconic. In fact, you get 2 of those. You get a Draconic Trophy of Conquest and another one. 2 steps ahead, you are asking yourself, but where do you get a Spark of Awakening? It is so simple, in fact. We will be coming back to the PvP area in Valdrakken. All you need to do is talk to Militia. She has some quests for you. You only need to complete those, and then you will get 2 charges that you can combine into the Spark of Awakening, which you can use to craft the Venom Steeped boots. Pretty easy. For your rings, pretty simple. You want 1 ring with haste and versatility, 1 ring with versatility and mastery. You want Draconic Aspirant's Medallion. Forget about the trinket called Adaptation. It is not good. You need Draconic Aspirant's Medallion. Next up is going to be Draconic Aspirant's Insignia of Alacrity, which is way better than the other one available as of right now. It might change in the future, so hit the bell button to not miss out on updated guides for your favorite characters. We're moving on. For the main weapon, you don't have much choice. You're kind of forced into buying Draconic Aspirant's Recurve. Okay, there's no other option. If there was, we would go for a mastery weapon, but there's none, so we're forced. Right here, you're gonna want to enchant that weapon with the high intensity thermal scanner, which you can get from the auction house. Alright, so now we're gonna talk about what is the best build for Marksman Hunter right now. Okay, so we are speccing into Windrunner's Guidance because it synergizes so well with your tier set. Basically, with your tier set, you gain 20% more damage on your rapid fire, and when you get the full tier set, you have a chance to reset the cooldown of your rapid fire. Okay, and let's read the tooltip. Every time you use aim shot, you fire wind arrows, which reduces the cooldown of your rapid fire by 0.5 seconds. And every 8 wind arrows fired, it increases the duration of your next true shot by 1 second. So Basically, literally, it buffs your tier set. Straight up, that's what it does. As you've guessed, this build will be highly single target dependent, okay? Our single target... With this build, our single target is going to be through the roof. We're also playing with tactical reload, aim shot, and rapid fire cooldown reduced by 10%. You know where this is going. Tier set reduces the cooldown of your rapid fire, increases the damage of your rapid fire. Windrunner's guidance also reduces the cooldown of your rapid fire further. And then you got tactical reload, which reduces it even further. So it goes pretty much hand in hand. Okay, we are playing with Unhearing Vision right now. Truly what it does is at the end of your true shot, which is your big cooldown, you will be dealing unholy amounts of damage. That's really where your burst starts to shine. We're playing with 1.2 volley, but as you guys notice, we're not going into salvo. As of right now, volley will be served pretty much only to split some damage, to deal some AoE damage, but it is not going to be the main focus of this build. Again, we are speccing into killer accuracy, because right now our kill shots actually deal some pretty good damage, I would say. Pretty good damage, yeah. And then surging shots, as usual, we never spec out of that ability, that talent right there. And truthfully, it's pretty much the same thing as Season 2 in Dragonflight. Keep in mind, a super good thing to know about this build is we are playing with careful aim. Whenever you aim shot a target above 70% health, you will deal 50% bonus damage, which is absolutely bonkers, especially if you are actually critting with Unhearing Vision with your true shot. Okay, just keep that in mind. So, we're not playing with Lone Wolf. The reason why right now in Solo Shuffle, it's pretty much you need to be playing with a pet. Yes, you need to be playing with a pet. You're asking yourself right now, but which pet? Which pet? That's a pretty good question. I got you covered. Pretty much, you need a cunning pet. Okay, because your pet has Master's Call, which removes all route and movement impairing effects from itself and a friendly target. So if you get rooted by a Death Knight, whatever, you get slowed, you just like press Master's Call and then you are free to just run away, disengage, whatever. The other reason why you need a cunning pet for this build is cunning pets, just like my Raptor right here, apply a Mortal Wounds effect, which means that whenever your pet attacks a target, it reduces the target's healing by 50%. 50%, I don't know if you actually understand how OP that is. You can literally attack an enemy healer and he will be healing way less with this pet. We're playing with Intimidation, which is a stun with your... We're playing with Intimidation, which literally lets you stun a target for 5 seconds with your pet, okay? It's a pretty long time since you can actually like follow up with a trap. That rogue broke my trap, but you know what I mean. So you literally intimidate the enemy healer and then proceed into using an ice trap on top of it. If you don't want your traps to ever be broken in Solo Shuffle, I know how hard it is. So I'm gonna give you a trick, okay? You can replace Chimeral Shot with Diamond Ice. So whenever you trap someone with your freezing trap, it won't be breakable by your enemies randomly pressing their keys. So you will be sure if you land that trap that the enemy healer will have 5 seconds to just wait your CC before being able to heal his teammates, which is pretty good. And then finally, we're playing with Scatter Shot. So you got 3 CCs that you can use on the enemy healer back to back. So you Intimidation the enemy healer, and then you proceed into Diamond Ice, and as soon as he trinkets or gets out of your Diamond Ice, you just Scatter Shot. So that's about like 11 seconds of CC. On top of that, your pet will be attacking another player, which is going to reduce all healings on that player by 50%. So healers are gonna hate you if you actually do what I've just explained you. So again, since we're playing with a pet, we're playing with Roar of Sacrifice. This ability right here is absolutely broken. You need to abuse it every time the enemy team goes for big damage on you or your teammate. You can use it on you or your teammate, depending on who is actually taking huge damage, and it will make it so that the enemy team cannot crit on the target, which benefits from a Roar of Sacrifice. And the rest is pretty much baseline stuff for Marksman Hunter. Death Chakram, because it increases all damage you deal to the enemy by 10%, and we're gonna stack those effects with some other tricks that I'm going to discuss with you. We're playing with Poison Injection. Since our haste right now is super high, Poison Injection will actually be super good, because every time you use aim shot, it also fires a Serpent Sting at the primary target. So for your best PvP talents possible, you want to use True Shot Mastery, okay? It is the best PvP talent possible for Marksman Hunter. You never want to play without it, ever. We're going to talk about Chimeral Sting and what you can replace it with. And basically, Chimeral Sting is super good against healers. You kind of need to use it all the time against healer. And what it does, basically, it reduces movement speed by 90%, which makes it very much easier for you guys to actually score an ice trap on your target. That's a little trick right there. And then, after 3 seconds, your target gets silence, blank silence for 3 seconds. And then, the target gets his healing and damage reduced by 20%, which is absolutely bonkers for 3 seconds. On top of that, your pet is actually reducing the healings by 50%, so you know where this is going. It's an absolute bonkers ability. What can you replace Chimeral Sting with? If you're playing against Priests, Chimeral Sting will be your best in slot. However, if you're playing against Resto Druids, you want to use Tranquilizing Darts. Don't worry, basically what it does, every time you interrupt a target or you actually dispel someone with Tranquilizing Shot, your PvP talent right now is going to release 8 darts at nearby enemies, each reducing the duration of beneficial magic effects by 4 seconds. Okay, it means healing over time's effects, basically. So it literally cancels the Resto Druid's HOTS, healing over time effects. So again, you can always replace Chimeral Sting with Diamond Eyes if you find it very difficult to actually trap your targets and you find it that your enemies... Again, you can replace Chimeral Sting with Diamond Eyes if you find it very hard to trap a target and your allies are always breaking that ice trap. That's a possibility. If also you're Super Chat Marksman Hunter, it is possible to play Sniper Shot PvP talents in Solo Shuffle, but truthfully it is going to be super rough because most players actually know what Sniper Shot is and they will try and prevent you from using it. And then finally, your last option, which is Survival Tactics. Okay, you need to be playing it. It's a no-brainer. It's the best ability possible for Marksman Hunter. It reduces all damage by 90% for 3 seconds on a very short 30 seconds cooldown. So if you see the enemy team is actually popping massive cooldowns and they're targeting you and they're rushing you, you press your feint death and you will take 0 damage for 3 seconds. If you combine that with Survival of the Fittest, which reduces all damage you take by 40%, on top of that using Nature's Endurance, which increases your damage resistance by 20%. Let's get into the full burst rotation for Marksman Hunter. Okay, you always need to first apply Hunter's Mark on your target. It increases all damage taken by the target while the target is above 80% health. Very, very important. And then once your target is marked with Hunter's Mark, you have a choice to make. If your target is above 70% health, you want to cast an aim shot because we're playing with careful aim, okay? And if your target is below 70% health, you want to cast your rapid fire, which is always going to deal more damage if your target is below 70% health than your aim shot. Okay, so we're gonna jump straight into it. So Mark, Death Chakram, Explosive Shot, and then huge wombo combo. Not bad. 300 KDPS. What the heck? And then we don't have our two-shot mastery, we need to chill off on the damage. But then what's happening is, while you don't have your full burst available, you can actually cast explosive shot. And then at this point, we're kind of waiting for your true shot to come back off CD. All right, so now we can use the chakram again. It's fine. It is going to be back once we get our true shot again back. Ooh, pretty good kill shot proc, dude. That was pretty good. Shot. And then if I would have the full tier set, I would have a chance to actually reset the CD on my rapid fire. On top of that, it would be dealing more damage, like 40% more damage. And at this point, you're kind of just like waiting to actually get your whole true shot aura again, right? We're just chilling, we're building a little bit. At this point, it's kind of boring because you don't have any more focus. I'm gonna wait to use our Def Chakram for when we actually get our true shot back. Then we can use it. Big true shot once again. And we keep on the pumping, boys. You always prioritize your rapid fire over everything else when it is off cooldown and your target is below 70% health, which makes sense. And then at this point, your true shot actually lasts for a very, very, very long time, which is kind of cool, dude. It will rarely happen in arenas, but sometimes it can actually happen, which is pretty cool. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but we were dealing upwards to 300k DPS for a little bit of time, and I'm gonna show you guys something pretty funny. I don't even have this season's tier set right now. I have the past season's tier set. So if you have the season's tier set, you're gonna deal way more damage than what I just did. Okay, it's gonna be crazy, dude. So your rapid fire hitting for maximum are of 83k, which is not bad. Again, our most damaging ability. Next one is Arcane Shot, which deals almost 200k. What the heck? We got Aim Shot hitting for 240k max number. We got Master Marksman, which is basically a dot, which deals more damage when your target is low health. We got GG or Pet, which is kind of pumping some pretty okay damage, I would say. And then, apart from that, it's pretty menial damage. Apart from like Kill Shot, which actually hits for 240k. Explosive Shot hitting for 200k. Not bad. We got Latent Poison, 3% of our total damage. Serpent Sting, 4%. That's almost 10% of our total damage. That these passes right there. Which is not bad at all. So, as I've explained, watch my gear right here. I don't I don't have this season's tier set. Okay, I have the worst gear possible, the past season's tier set. So if you actually have the gear that I explain you guys how to get, you will be dealing way more damage in 300k single target, which is kind of dumb, but it is what it is. If you want to know what is the best race for Marksman Hunter right now, it is Night Elf. The reason why, they have an ability which is called Shadow Meld, and basically if you actually press it right as your enemy is going to stun you, you will be immune to stuns. It works against Chaos Balls. While the Chaos Ball is traveling into the air towards you, you press Shadow Meld and bam, you take 0 damage. So that race is the best race for Marksman Hunter. So thanks a lot for watching. Hopefully you guys liked this video. If you did, please hit the subscribe button, the bell button, leave down a comment down. Also, you can share my videos to your friends, whoever would like to learn about Marksman Hunter in the Season 4 of Dragonflight. It is going to help me tremendously. So as always, thanks a lot for watching. Hopefully you guys have a lot of fun in Season 4 of Dragonflight. See you soon, gentlemen, and have fun.